Hey everyone, Brian Zane here. While the wrestler who was hit in the head with a concrete block in Mexico is back home safe this week, it was first reported by Bates de Vibranio on Wednesday that El Cuervo de Puerto Rico has been discharged from the hospital after life-saving surgery to remove a blood clot in his brain. The clot was a direct result of the brick attack, which happened during a casket match in Mexico at the hands of Angel O Demonio. Demonio's license was suspended indefinitely by the Boxing and Wrestling Commission of Mexico as a result. The injury bug has bitten again for some of indie wrestling's top stars. Rey Fénix has released a statement on social media that he strained his groin during a CMLL show last Friday and is taking all of December off to properly heal. Meanwhile, CZW champion MJF tweeted Monday that he has fractured his elbow and has estimated recovery time of 4 to 6 weeks. We wish MJF and Fénix a speedy recovery. Fans are crying foul at WWE after reports that NXT UK stars are being restricted on where they can work. According to a report from WrestleTalk, it's been revealed that several members of the NXT UK roster have been offered new contracts that will see a pay increase, but also prevent them from working for other UK companies. The contracts allegedly state that talent are only allowed to work with ICW, Progress, and WXW in Germany, which are WWE's partner promotions. Additionally, the wrestlers can only perform at shows where a medic is present, and they aren't allowed to wrestle anyone who's already signed to another major promotion, such as Impact or Ring of Honor. Some fans argue that these restrictions will stifle the growing British wrestling scene, while others maintain that the territory will survive. Time for our viewer poll. Do you agree with WWE restricting NXT UK talent? You can vote in the iCard in the corner of your screen and leave your thoughts in the comments below. Joey Mercury is breathing a sigh of relief after finally being cleared of criminal charges. The former WWE Tag Team Champion was arrested near the location of StarCast during All In Weekend, accused of using stolen credit cards at multiple stores. But in an aggressively worded letter published Tuesday, Mercury's lawyer revealed that Mercury wasn't even in the U.S. when the crimes were committed, calling the arrests and charges, quote, an embarrassment to our criminal justice system that represents the sloppiest and most incompetent police work anywhere, end quote. Meanwhile, James Ellsworth maintains his innocence in the wake of a teen sexting scandal. In a statement released on social media Wednesday, the former WWE star says his legal team has completed a thorough investigation, saying, quote, my attorneys have pinpointed a trusted witness who is willing to testify on my behalf, along with what Ellsworth is calling concrete evidence that proves his innocence. Ellsworth has been accused of sending nudes and other lewd images and texts to a minor. No charges have been filed at this time. Taking a look back at this past weekend, in Australia, World Series Wrestling has wrapped up its International Assault The Elite Takeover Tour. New WSW Tag Champions were crowned in Melbourne when Brody King and Marty Scurll beat Concrete Davidson and Flip Gordon, who had filled in for an injured Joey Ryan. Ryan would stay active during the tour, though, challenging Cody Rhodes for the IWGP US Championship in a staring contest, a 2 out of 3 falls rock, paper, scissors match, and a thumb war, losing all 3. Also, Austin Aries lost his WSW title to Robbie Eagles during the final event in Sydney. Back in America, Beyond Wrestling hosted the Tournament for Tomorrow, a 2-night event that saw tag teams battle it out for supremacy. In the end, the Beaver Boys, Alex Reynolds and John Silver, defeated Hot Wheels, a team of Tracy Williams and Wheeler, Utah, to win the whole thing. Also, Orange Cassidy beat David Starr to become the #1 contender for the Powerbomb.TV independent title, and Stokely Hathaway was undefeated in singles action over the weekend, beating Cassidy on night 1 and Colt Cabana on night 2. AAW packed the Logan Square Auditorium in Chicago Saturday for their Unstoppable event. Fans not only saw a match that lasted less than a minute between Paco and Dion Russman, but also a match between ACH and Trevor Lee that went to a 60-minute time limit draw. In the main event, Kylie Ray overcame Kimberly to become the 3rd AAW Women's Champion. AAW returns to LaSalle, Illinois on December 8th for Last Call. In Asbury Park, New Jersey, GCW ran the G-Code on Saturday. Facade, one of the stars of the film Pro Wrestlers vs. Zombies, beat Saeed Al-Saba in the opener. Fans also saw Homicide beat Alex Colon, Teddy Hart win a 4-way match against the Grim Reaper, Gringo Loco, and Puma King, G-Raver beat Jeff Cannonball, and Nick Gage defended the GCW title against Jack Evans. GCW returns to Asbury Park on December 29th with The Dynasty. Looking ahead to this weekend, Tommy Dreamer's House of Hardcore presents the Blizzard Brawl for It All in Wisconsin Saturday. NWA National Champion Willie Mack takes on Sami Callihan as the two battle for the Twitch TV Championship. Dreamer takes on Abyss in the last Hardcore War. MVP goes up against Big Cass. Plus, fans will see Eugene, Swoggle, Sean Waltman, LAX, and more. The show takes place at the Waukesha County Expo. Bell time is at 7. Oregonians can prepare for an awful lot of wrestling for a good cause. The WCWC presents its second annual Hunger Slam, a 25-hour wrestling event, yes, you heard me, to benefit the Marion Polk Food Share. $10 get you in at any time with $2 off if you donate 3 or more cans of food, and fans can come and go as they please for no extra charge. The show takes place at the Scottish Rite Center in Salem. It starts Saturday at 2 p.m. and ends the next day at 3 p.m. Alpha One Wrestling brings you Final Act 9 this Sunday in Hamilton, Ontario, Canada. In the main event, Josh Alexander defends his Alpha Male title against Kobe Durst in a 60-minute Iron Man match. Plus, an over-the-top battle royal for the Outer Limits Championship, a four-way between Homicide, Colt Cabana, Ethan Page, and Eddie Kingston, a grudge match between Stokely Hathaway and Ricky Shane Page, and more. Bell times at 4 p.m. Sunday. In Glasgow, Scotland, ICW presents its biggest event of the year, Fear and Loathing 11, this Sunday. Scheduled matches include Mikey Whiplash versus Joe Hendry, Grado versus James Storm, Viper defends the ICW Women's title against Kaylee Ray in a Queen of Insanity match, Joe Coffey challenges his brother Mark for the ICW Zero-G Championship, and it's title versus career as ICW champion Jackie Polo defends against Lionheart. Plus, fans will see Noam Dar, Wolfgang, British Strong Style, Jimmy Havoc, and more. The show takes place at the SSE Hydro and begins at 6 p.m. Defiant Wrestling's flagship show Loaded returns after a year-long hiatus at the O2 Academy in Newcastle. The tapings for the YouTube show will feature Primate back in action, Walter vs. El Phantasmo and Chris Ridgway in a triple threat, Jimmy Havoc defends his hardcore title while Aussie Open defends their tag team championships, and Bea Priestley looks to hold on to her Defiant Women's title. The show begins on Monday at 6 p.m. and by purchasing a ticket, fans agree to be filmed. For tickets, go to wearedefiant.com. In Spain, after years of providing free shows, White Wolf Wrestling presents its first paid event, The Moment of Truth, next Thursday at Sala Choco in Madrid. Session Moth Martina will be an intergender action against Rookie. Jason Jupiter takes on Jordan Devlin. Aussie Open defends the Progress Tag Team titles against Team White Wolf. Angelico takes on Paul Badia for the Absolute Championship, and more. For more information, visit www.es. Now here's a look at what else is going on over the next couple of weeks. For our clip of the week, we take you to the aforementioned White Wolf Wrestling in Spain for the conclusion of an Extreme I Quit match. Joey Fox stands over his opponent Rob Roy, who tells him, "You don't have the balls to set me on fire," to which Fox responds by trying to set his opponent ablaze. That was enough to get Roy to say the words, "I quit." Talk about great balls of fire. That's going to do it for this week, fans. If you have a tip, write to regretnews@gmail.com and be sure to follow us on Twitter @regretnews. Don't forget to tag us in any wild clips you see for our clip of the week. I'm Brian Zane, and I'll see you next time.